Remember, YouTube, we are going to use this piece of wood right here to point at objects throughout the room. It is a piece of wood. It's a wood wedge used to install windows and doors in construction. It is in no way, shape, or form used in firearms. We will use it to point at items throughout the room. It is a wood stick used in construction to install windows and doors. Who? Thanks. All right, I'm back, guys. Hey, what's up, Ethan? Guess who's back?
Guess who's back? Back again.
Is that how Mr. Ken Raw does it?
Guess who's back? Back again.
All right, gotta change the light out, the battery out of my light here, guys. Sorry, don't get scared because it got darker. There we go. Hey, what's up, Ether? The Cardite is really easy, the best, my favorite. Actually, you'd be Dutch. That one looks a lot like the K98. It's a, just touching the screen, YouTube, nothing much. It's a Turkish Mauser from 1938. 8mm. Hello, creator. Welcome back. Ethan, I guess you didn't get the alert for our other one, huh? We were on earlier, too, and unfortunately, I guess you didn't get that one. We were on for 2 hours. Your favorite. There you go. My favorite, at least of what I own, is that 303 British in the center, the Lee Enfield number 4 Mark 1 in the center there. Of what I own, that would be my favorite. Hey there, man. How's your week going, buddy? Ohio, man. My hunt did not go well. No bucks in sight. Only doe. And so it's just hunted out the area where I was at, that zone. So I'm kind of bummed out. Got a lot of exercise in. Got my stepdad an echelon today. Things are nice. Nice, fishy. Yeah, echelons. Nice. Authorized. Guys, shout out to Authorized. How do you feel about grip tape on rifles? A tactical rifle, yes. A wood stock, don't you dare put that abomination on that wood stock. All day, put it on a tactical. I don't care. Wood stock, no. Like the old lever action as well. Yeah. Yeah, they would have used those in the military. The 4440 and the 45 Colt, as well as the 4570 government. Damn, I'm surprised that was your first hunting, being that you have an awesome collection. Yeah, that was my first deer hunt. I won't FUD it. I got some rolls of self-adhesive multi-cam tape. Oh, that stuff. Guys, thank you, Pat. Pat's fan. Thank you for the 100 sticker. Appreciate you, man. Gonna wrap your mags. Yeah, I don't have a problem doing it with modern stuff. No problem. But don't put that abomination on a wood stock, man. Ashley, welcome back. But yeah, Patriots fan, thank you so much for dropping the sticker, the super gems. Thank you. X finishes, he's here. Feels good on the pistol brace. Yeah, it would probably. My pistol brace, it's the collapsible stock from MP5. It already has like that Velcro like stuff on it. Or is it elastic? I don't know. Something of the sort. It's a Velcro elastic feel, yeah. Anywho. Authorized his brace. Okay, yeah. I have a SBA3. Gotcha. I'm watching a gun broker auction for a perfect mint. 1A, it's really tempting. An M1A, okay. Here's some bucks since you didn't see any. Well, thank you. Yep, now we got some. Thank you, Fishy Biz. I subbed. Cody, I appreciate that. Where you hail from? I am from Southern Arizona. We do more than gun content. We also do hiking content. We do mine content, cave exploring, peak Privy in the safe. Sure, yeah, we could get you a look in the safe. Thank you for that. Let me make sure I liked this last one. Thank you for those donations, guys. Again, those are going towards the TX22. I'm supposed to be getting my first check from them between the 12th and the 19th of this month, allegedly, which should be about 200 buckaroos from Dominican Republic. Wow, I don't think I've have anybody from the DR over here. Thank you so much for showing up, Marco. How are you doing this evening? Meigs County, Ohio. I was over by Holmes County a couple years ago. So as you can see, some of these are empty because I have them out on the table. But we've got two 22s there, FN 57, and my first 9mm. In there is a lever action. I think that one's the lever action. Let me see. No, that's a shotgun 20 gauge. That one in the sock. But we got Colt there, another lever action, some other. I kind of stuffed stuff in here before I left because I wanted it in the safe before I went hunting. That's the Blue Canic. Under it's the double stack 1911. We got shotguns in here and other bolt actions. So yeah. Joe, my friend, God bless you, brother. Thank you, Russell. Appreciate you. Guys, if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. Appreciate all 53 of you in the chat. Like I tell the chat usually is I have more than gun stuff I do. I do hiking, mine exploring, cave exploring. I just went on a hunt. No deer, unfortunately, but we have good content coming for that. Love my texts. Let's see. The DR has some good cigars. I hear that. Closest socks in the world. Cleanest socks. Yeah. Beautiful firearms I collect myself. Thank you. Marcos, you're welcome. Malina. Marcos Alina. From the DR. I've never been to the DR. I've had friends have been there. There was a cook down in Honduras when I was at a mission there. She worked in the DR for a while. Like the stream. 53. Hunt the thumbs. Don't explore abandoned coal mines. I haven't. Actually, there's no abandoned coal mines here in Arizona. Our state wasn't known for coal. Like, I watch Amazing PA, which he does coal mine exploring and caves and stuff, or like old abandoned buildings and pipelines. Here would be more like gold, silver, copper, turquoise. So I actually have some content of my hunting trip of some old mines that I'll probably explore in the future. What's the red dot on the gun on the table? Oh, that one is a Sig Romeo. It came with it when I bought the Pew Pew. Do you have a Remington 700? Connor, I do. I have a 270 and a 30-06. They are both from the 60s or 70s. So dad joke time. What's the bad thing about eating a clock? It's time consuming. Poor guy. He done ran out of time. I've never heard of that one. Never heard of that one. I also have a Remington falling block. Well, actually, no, it's a rolling block. This hexagon barrel one right there. It's a rolling block Remington number 4. Chambered in 32 rimfire. Here at Desert Armory More, you won't just find eye candy, but you will leave more knowledgeable after every life. That's what I hear, Xfinity, and I really appreciate it. That's what I want to try to promote, not just, oh, look at what I have. That's not what it's for. It's for expanding each other's knowledge, and I learn myself a lot of times. There's some cool old mines in the eastern areas. They are so remote, they're essentially untouchable. So many of those mines are way up the top of the mountains. I don't get it. It's like some prospector goes up there and goes, I think the top of that peak is going to have gold. So he treks up there. Yeah, it looks like a good spot there, and just starts digging. Sweet, I have a Remington 727 from the 60s. Nice. So mine is either late 60s, early 70s, my 270. What's the gun in the corner? That one right there is a bolt action Marlin. That's the only Marlin I have. It's a bolt action 12 gauge original Goose with removable mags. It fits 2 in the metal mag and 1 in the chamber. It fits 3-inch magnums. Hey, what's up, Naruto? What do you think about the RIP round of 9mm? I actually have a few. Let's see, those are Tucker-offs. Excuse me, I have a bag full. I got a bag full of loose 9mm at a not a pawn shop, at a swap meet. Here they are. And it had a few in it. No, those are 25 ACPs. Let's see here. Those are 32 ACPs. Where's the bag full of those RIPs? They might have fell back behind. But I have a few of them. I hear you don't want to use them for self-defense because it just looks bad as a round for that. Thomas, Dad said you doesn't chew a bowl cabbage twice. That's an old saying. Doesn't chew or boil cabbage twice. Yeah, there you go. In the corner by the door. Oh, that one. The far one right there is a single shot 22. It's a clean Schleispeer King Nitro single shot. It's old. Nice Kono. RIP round might get you locked up for self-defense case. I know, that's what they say. That's what they say. So it's like, what are you using for then? Thanks for those 2 subscriptions. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Whoever that was, shout out to you. Woo! Guys, W in the chat for those who subscribed. Let's see. Oh, I have a question. I was in a supply store that had blank 9mm, 40 cal, and 45 ACP. What would they use that for so you don't dry fire? Russell, I would say that as well as reenacting. Like when you do reenacting, people will buy low power blanks. Just still don't put it next to something because it does blow out little metal parts sometimes from the over card and whatnot. But yeah, for reenacting, some people use the 9mm for the Lugers and the 45s for the reenacting. There's a gun. It's for... There's a gun. It's for, it looks like a Tommy gun 45 ACP. Lyles, I don't have one of those. I'm not sure what that would be. Holding up for the night, guys. Have a good night. Good night, Sky. Yes, that is a CZ52. It's made in 54. What's up, Roach? What do you think about Freedom Arms 454s? I have a 454, Mr. Rybor. It's my 460 Smith & Wesson right there. It shoots 454s and 45s. Freedom Arms. Would that be a revolver? Or is that their lever action? If so, I've heard some of those are pretty cool, the lever actions. So I don't know a lot about it, unfortunately. But other than 454s are a neat round. Good bear round. Be right back. I'm going to take a shower and I'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay, make sure you get clean in 5 minutes. Let's see. Rybor's, yes, definitely my favorite pistol he has on the table. Take care, Sky. U2 Xfinity. Would the police use that for SWAT practice? Possibly that too. Any Carcanos? No. I have thought about getting one. One of the cheaper ones you can still get that are still cheapish. I saw a 410 single shot bolt action, kind of weird. Yes. There's a few of those out there. I have a single shot break action 410. It's an Ivor Johnson work. Samuel, gracias para bien en la canela, hermano. Las armas este día es bolt actions y Garer. Los armas de otra Garer. No Carcanos, no. Let's see. Some military used to train with blanks. The Nazis actually had wood projectiles to practice with. Yeah, and wax. Some people had wax. Like the stream, y'all free and subscribe. It's free. We're going to pin that one. 229 in PSA for Carcanos. Well, that's not bad. Must be really worn ones. How you liking that SIG? Hey, Lanes, that one actually I do like. This is not the original mag. I have the original one for it. The what do you call it one? The tan. But I really like it, honestly. It's a little chunky, but it's rounded chunky compared to Glock is chunky. It's an M18 P30 P320. I had no issues with it. I haven't done the drop test, but I've done other tests. It's been great. Ammo is a bleep to get. Sí, estoy. Yo recuerdo, hermano Samuel. Sí. ¿Tienes una M1 gran? No tiene una M1 gran, hermano. Oh man, since they made background checks on ammo, it's a national disaster for import. Oh yeah, you talk about Cali? If you're in Cali, yeah, they do that. They also have the 11% taxes on cash and on ammo and firearms over there. Dad joke too. I used to be addicted to soap, but I'm clean now. Yep. Me has bien bien. Ah, gracias, hermano. Um, Here I don't have a lot of practice, other than I've been having a decent amount when he's on Samuel, and another guy used to come on that needed it, but he's not around anymore. I haven't seen him. Saw an M1 for sale the other day, 5K. Dude, Alan, welcome by the way. That's expensive. Puedes mostrar una bullet especial. Ah, esta arma es una 38 especial, pero es otra 357 Magnum. Self-firing SIG. Yeah, that's what they call those ones. You know, they say that guns aren't dangerous by themselves, and then SIG says, hey, hold my coffee. Mr. Monkey, welcome back, my friend. My dreams, I think you're new. Appreciate you. If you could, like and subscribe. Double tap that screen. We only have 17 likes and 46 people. They also do background checks in New York. Oh, over there, too. 38 Super. No, I don't have any 38 Super. Maybe one of these days. We have this right here that looks kind of like a 357 Magnum, or sorry, 357 SIG, but it's actually a Tuckeroff. 762 by 25. That's a CZ Tuckeroff 52, and that's the 45 ACP. That's what I thought, and thanks, bud. No worries, buddy. Started to collect and have a hard time picking one for hunting. I know, Mark. So I just was going on a deer hunt, and I knew I was going to be in a lot of brush, but I knew some areas were open, and so I did bring the 308 and the 270, but the 270 was going to be my main one for distance, and then a 30-30 for up close. And here, all of where I was hunting was just trees, and so I just used the 30-30 all throughout. Unfortunately, we never saw a buck, so we weren't able to get anything. New York is like mini Cali. Oh, I know, right? LOL, hold my coffee. Yep, that's what they say, or hold my beer. I didn't say that because I don't drink, so. Like and subscribe. Tap the screen to give Mr. Jerome a thumbs up. Thanks, Russell. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, Connor, I used to live in Cali from 2012 to 2024. Last year of November, December, I moved over. And it was a pain. I'm back to Arizona where I was from birth till 2012. What do I EDC? Lane, I use a 2.0 Bodyguard Smith & Wesson 380. You just got to make sure you got decent self-defense rounds, or, hollow points for the 380. I use these. These are one of the best ones for 380s for pocket gun or whatever. I also use the 365 SIG. Let's see. The creator says, I need suggestions, everyone. I have a FDE 1301 Mod 2 coming in Friday. Any suggestions on red dots? I was thinking of RMR, but I'm not really sure. Added benefits to RMR. It's made in the USA. What brand did you say it was? FDE 1301 coming this Friday. What's a 1301? Unfortunately, I'm drawing a blank on what a 1301 is. I don't know all my numbers, unfortunately. Like I said, I learn as much as I dish out, I think. What's up, Chris Wright? Welcome to Desert Armory and More. Well, we do gun content, hiking content, cave exploring, mine exploring, and recently we did some hunting, so we're going to put some content of that. Hope you like that stuff. Double tap the screen if you do, and subscribe. We just got one more subscription. Thank you all for giving that. Shout out, W's in the chat for whoever did that. Red dot would be better if it's ACOG. There you go. Dad joke number 3. How does a backwards poet write in reverse? I'm not sure. It's bred a flagship semi-auto gas operated shotgun. Oh, a shotgun. Less for close quarters than FLIR. 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 I haven't heard of that one for a red dot. 47 in the chat. Thank you so much for showing up, but only 27 likes. It's very easy to double tap the screen, guys. If you like what you see, please double tap. We'd really appreciate it. Check out our channel. We've got all sorts of content of outdoor stuff and shooting. Appreciate each and every one of you. But yeah, I didn't quite get that, Thomas. I didn't get that dad joke number 3. How does a backwards poet write in reverse? Forward. Reverse, I put a space as its wordplay. Because if he's backwards, his reverse is actually forwards, right? Reverse. Hey, Tony, what's up, buddy? Welcome back to the chat, my friend. You know what to do. Double tap that screen, my friend. Smash that like button, or chomp it, as some people say. Yes, sir. Appreciate you coming again. Hey, Seuss, how's it going? I'm okay. I'm a little tired from chomping around trying to look for a deer up and down steep grades in the mountain the last 3-4 days. About 38 miles of trekking. Never found a buck. So I'm a little disappointed. But we got our exercise in. I have not put that many miles in 3 days in a long time. I don't know if I ever have that many miles. I have put on, I think the most that I did in a day was 14 or 15. But I had like a 2-3 hour break in between. This other one, I did 13 yesterday with a heavy pack on, up and down steep mountains. It wasn't very nice. Had a hard time putting on front of any word as it negates a positive. Oh, okay, because it's backwards. Yeah. Saw some of those videos you posted. Looks cold out there. It was cold yesterday morning. There was frost on the hood of the car and the top of the car where my campsite was, staging grounds or whatever. The rest of the day wasn't too bad. I mean, it was a little nippy in the morning, but took the jacket off. Just trekking up the hills. I mean, you get warmed up quick. If that makes sense. Liam, it's been a little bit. Appreciate you showing up to Desert Armory and more. How is your day going, buddy? Appreciate you showing up again. You have a 4x4. I do not. I used to. I used to have, before I moved to, let's see, I bought a Land Rover Discovery, like those safari looking rigs, back in 2010. Had it till 2019 and sold it. I have seen the exact same one in Cali once or twice next to a friend's place. But I've been thinking I should get a little, a small SUV or a Subaru or something like that. I'm just running a car around it. It's just pretty low for what I want to do, exploring and stuff. So I'm thinking maybe a RAV4 or a CRV. They're decent off-roaders, both of those. Yeah, a tracker. Yes, the tracker is a very good one too for off-roading, surprisingly, especially if you get like a little 2-inch lift on it with slightly bigger tires, four-wheel drive one. Then yeah, Subaru, but unfortunately Subaru only has all-wheel drive. They don't have low range. So I'd like to get something with a low range, which some of those trackers would. What's up? Maddie and Media, you guys are both new. Appreciate you showing up. Trigger Finger Airsoft. What kind of wood is on your grip of your 1911? I'm not sure. Maybe rosewood? Not sure. It's a reddish color. Came with it. Don't know. It's a mil-spec model 1911 A1. Decent little gun. I like it a lot. Tony says we did 25 mile road marches and Patriot when I was in the Army. Yeah, that's pretty far march. But if it's a road, that's a little bit different versus hills this much with 45 to 50 pound packs on your back. Have you ever made a zip gun or homemade shooter? I have not, Clint. Aiden, hello, how are you? Looks like rosewood. Yeah, I think it does. How you doing, Aiden? Small and easy to get into tight spots and don't need a gator to pull motor out, to pull moose out. Yeah, that would be another option I could think of. And they do have a low range. Those trackers do have a low range. I drove one around that was a 5-speed, and that thing was fun. Not much power, but you don't need much power when you're just trucking along slow. Aiden says he's doing great. How about you? I'm a little tuckered out for my long hike of searching around for deer, but other than that, we're doing pretty good. God's always good, my friend. God's good. Yeah, I would hauling a moose out. That would be pretty heavy because those things are big. What do moose weigh? Like 2,500 pounds? Like that? Don't they weigh like as much as a big bull or bigger? Because like I used to work at a slaughterhouse and butcher shop at this grass-fed beef ranch, and we did a bull one time that was like 2,100 pounds. I mean, it was massive. Yeah, I am EDC. I am. They have been hurting me very badly ever since I got my three knocks. I got the first one, they said I touched something. The second one, they said I was trying to sell something. No, that was my third one. The second one said I touched something too. So I had two that they said I touched something. The third one that said I was selling something. Nothing's for sale. Ever since then, and you could actually see in my subscribers when those dents were. Yep, I sure am, my friend. So was Tactical Llama, but I don't know how his is doing right now. He did a live earlier. Not sure if his picked up yet. What do you think is the best hunting scope for a 44 mag rifle? Good question. Probably something Vortex, because I'm a Vortex guy. But trigger finger airsoft, I have a 44 Magnum lever action right there. I don't have anything on it, but I would probably, if I would put something on it, it would be a Vortex. I'm a Vortex guy. Armed Citizen, how are you? So you can't handle firearms on lives? Unfortunately not, no. But you can on videos, correct. No, it's not an age thing. It's a, somebody offed themselves on a live one time. And so you can't do anything since then. Age thing, I already have it age restricted to 16 for this, 16 and above. 48 plus pound pack, plus I was the M203 Grenadier. So I got to carry 36 pounds at 1 pound each. Do the math, bro. A Vortex guy as well. Yeah. Do I accept Bitcoin? Hey, what's up, Lords? Hey, if you wanted to, but I don't actually have a Bitcoin acceptance, I don't think. Thanks for the subscription, whoever did that. Skinned at about 1,600 pounds. Wow, we leave the bones and skin in the bush. Completely take the rib meat off. Jerome used to have like 200 plus people on per live. Now it's less than 35. You know, something's not right. Yes, that is correct. One of my friends said, oh, it's because you're doing different content than you normally do. And I'm like, well, I've been doing outdoor stuff even when I first started. Because like even some of my shorts would have been that. Now, have I been doing more outdoor stuff? Yes, but I've also been doing just as much firearms. So, yeah, I used to have the most I ever had in at once was 3 something, 4 something, and I would have between 10 to, in a 2.5 hour live, I'd have between 10 and 35,000 views. Not anymore, though. But yeah, you can definitely see my view counts are almost quarter of what they used to be. Yeah, it's sad. Beyond Raging, what's up? Any black powders? I have that Kentucky rifle down there that's black powder. And these shotguns from here to the top are black powder. I run those brass, whoops, I'm getting stuck here. Brass cartridges, and I run Pyrodex in them. And then these shotguns from here to there are black powder. That one is not. That's a modern. And then this one's a modern. That one's a modern. That's a black powder. That's Schneider 577 Schneider. And then technically this one would be black powder because it's from 1895. It's a 3220. Ooh, let's see here. It's ever since that idiot had Demolition Ranch shirt on, the forced everything to change. Possibly, but you weren't allowed to do touching back then either, I don't think. I laugh when you say shorts. My mind gets sidetracked. It's funny, you gross facts. Yeah, where's your wooden stick? Oh, it's in my back pocket. It's right here. Thanks for that subscription over. Drop that. I appreciate it. Guys, shout out to Beyond Raging Bullets. And then we also had Everyday Carry on here too, guys. He was on my last one. Appreciate you. 99 plus missed calls from the United States Department of Defense. Yeah, right. What's your experience with Vortex entire line of scopes? I have a Crossfire, Vortex Venom, or no, it's a Viper on my 338 Lapua. My pellet gun, PCP pellet gun, has a Crossfire, and then my 22 has a Copperhead, I think. And then I have, which I haven't installed them yet. I need to get plates for them. Vortex Vipers for my Canucks, my 2 Canucks, but I need to get plates. Thank you for that other subscription, whoever just did that. Do I have a 300? I do have a 300 Savage, but I don't have a 300 Blackout or a 300 Win Mag or a 300 Weatherby Mag. But I do have a 300 Savage. It's a lever action Model 99 from like 1958, something like that. It's one of my most elegant lever actions. It's in the safe. Hey man, it's me again. Sorry I didn't make it your next live. Tennis, no problems, buddy. That's okay. W Beyond Raging Bullets. Thanks for the shout out, USA. Yes, sir. Harvard Hararji. Welcome to the channel. How are you? David Hempkins. Welcome as well. How are you? I think you were here before, David, right? I think so. I'm doing pretty good. God's good. Even though I didn't get a buck. God's good. Michael McNearmer, how are you? Double tap that screen. Subscribe if you could. We do more than gun content. We also talk about history of guns, answer questions. We learn ourselves. We also do exploring of mines and caves and hiking. We just did some hunting stuff. We're slowly putting content of that. If you like that, double tap the screen and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. Tannis doing great. Good for you, man. Got to run, my friend. Got to call at work. Got to love your third shift. Okay, Raging, see you, buddy. Hi, is that a night? That's a nice 1911. Thank you. That is a Springfield Armory mil-spec. It's the A1 edition. I once told you to Harry if you know. I once told you to Harry if you know. I know I look like Harry. Harry, Prince Harry. I'm not 100% sure what you're... I think the wording's a little funny there. I'm getting lost in the translation or something. Anyways, I'm glad some new people that I have not seen around. Daniel Velasquez. I think you've been in here once or twice, maybe 3. I don't know. Sometimes the lines get blurred. I'm sorry if I forget you. I do have 6,854 subscribers. We've been trying to get to 7,000 the last month or so. Unfortunately, YouTube has shadow banned us, and so we have been working hard we worked hard to 6, and we've been working even harder to 7. Told you to call me here. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's been so long. I'll try to remember. Did some research about a very specific revolver that I need that would shoot through metal, and you said the 460 would do it, but came to find out it was a 500 revolver. Have you seen Banana Ballistics? He just did a review of the difference of a 460 versus a 500, and the 460 won. You might want to check that video out. Because it's faster and it's a smaller bullet, so it can go through stuff piercing through metal better. But yeah, 500 would work for a lot of stuff. Yeah, check him out. Banana Ballistics. He just did a video of the 500 versus the 460 the other day. My favorite rifle from World War II is the M1 carbine. Nice, Trigger. What's the black and gray looking 1911? We don't have a black and gray 1911. If you're talking about that, that is a Makarov FEG 9mm chambered in 9x18. It's a Makarov from 63. It's made in Hungary. It's made in Hungary. That's a Tuckerov. That is a 7.62x25. CZ52 made in 54. Of course, that's a 1911 A1 mil-spec by Springfield. And that's a 9mm M18. I've got lots of guns, guys. I mean, I got about 100 of them, so ask me if I got it, I might have it. Yeah, check them out, Tannis. Remember some cold winter night, cuddle up and watch that John Browning documentary. It's free on YouTube. Worth the history education, one of the best. Yeah, I need to. Good old 1903. That would be a nice gun. I don't have one of those. How well does a M16 do to shoot through metal? Well, M16 would be the same as what? An AR-15, which is, if you're running the green tip M855s, I think they're called, it does decent. Do you have any revolvers? If so, which is your favorite? Trigger finger airsoft. I have 16 revolvers. Tomorrow is Wheel Gun Thursday. So if you come by tomorrow, we'll have all 16 of them out. 6 p.m. Arizona time. My favorite is my 460 Magnum. I do have 2 revolvers out currently. They're up here. I have right there's a Ruger 357 Magnum Blackhawk new model. And that one right there is a Hopkins and Allen's Safety Police 38 Smith & Wesson short. But like I said, I have 16 revolvers. 20-inch barrel helps a lot, though. Lane, for which one? Unfortunately, I think your other message got deleted. Yeah, Lane, what was the other message? Just touching the screen, YouTube. Unfortunately, Lane, your other message got deleted by YouTube. They didn't like it. Welcome back, Boom Boom. Yeah, I'm not sure what that one was about. Lane Stewart typed something, and unfortunately, I don't know what the rest was he said. Yeah, YouTube redacted it, unfortunately. YouTube, what'd you do that for? I can't even say mate. Why'd you do that? Because YouTube ain't my mate. I have a story I want to tell you, and it's kind of long, and it's about my Amazon fiasco. Oh, I've had a couple of those. My worst one was through an eBay through a company was my worst fiasco. I'm trying to think if I had a really bad Amazons. I don't think I've had any bad Amazon ones. Omni, however you pronounce it, Ahmed Maradi. Welcome. Probably come back tomorrow to see all 16 revolvers. Thank you, buddy. 6 p.m. Arizona time is usually when we start. And YouTube is throttling off the people like flies. Drop it off like flies. Cookie Monster. Dad joke 4. Why is diarrhea hereditary? Because it runs in your genes. Yeah, I've heard about that one before. But yeah, we just had 40-something people in here, 30-something, and now it's 14. Mm-hmm. Ahmed, thank you so much for coming. I believe you're new. I don't remember you in here before. Appreciate you. Well, I'm getting tired. Excuse me. 12 people in the chat. Wow, not many people. Now 16. Now 16. But yeah, what's the story? What's your fiasco? Tannis. Are you still in here, Tannis? Tannis Wells 4141. Let's see here. Which one is your favorite? M1 Garand or M1 Carbine? I would probably say the M1 Garand. To be honest, I've never shot either one. I've handled both of them, but I've never shot any of them. There was an M1 Carbine Postal at my local gun and pawn. I think they wanted 1,200 cheeseburgers. And then there was a M1 Garand from like late 40s, early 50s at the swap meet for 1,200 cheeseburgers. If I had the money, I would have bought the Garand, but I did not have. I had it, but I was, you got expenses, so that's what comes first. Hang on, just give me a little bit. What's up, MJ Steve? Hi, what's up, pieces? Let's see. Today we're talking about military rifles a little bit, military guns a little bit. Okay, I'm headed out. Good night, and God bless you, Jerome. See you, Mr. Jordan. Appreciate you coming by. Guys, shout out to Mr. Jordan. He is from Canada. Liberal Canada. But yeah, we're talking about military stuff, so we got military rifles out today. Pre-World War II, World War II, World War II, This is a current M18. That's obviously 1911. This was military and police in Hungary from the 60s to the 80s. And then we have a Tuckeroff Cold War right there from 54. Anywho, how many guns do you have in total? I have not counted in a while, but my guess is somewhere between 80 and 100. Last one I bought was like 2-3 months ago, so it's been a little bit. Because I've been saving up for the Taurus TX 22, and then we're going to put an FRT in it. And then the donations we get from the channel will go towards that too.
Cookie Monster.
Never too many guns. Yes, sir. Trigger finger airsoft. I take it you have more than just airsoft though too. I don't remember you in here before, but maybe you were. Abarito, welcome back, buddy. Canada has not banned all firearms. Thankfully not. I'm sorry, I think the way I worded that might have sounded like it. They still have what? Shotguns. They even have pistol shotguns there for like shorter versions and some other stuff.
I love cookies.
A couple weeks ago, I bought parts for a brand new computer because the computer I had went absolutely junk and need to be replaced and said it comes on Monday. So if it was a brand new computer, why don't you return it? That's what becomes my thought. But anyways. What's up, Scout? Like if something's brand new and it doesn't work, I would return it, but maybe you passed the warranty. I don't know. But it has significantly tightened guns. Well, yeah. Yeah, I have some real guns other than airsoft. Yep. What's the question of the day? The question of the day was, what's your favorite military rifle? Yes, sir. That's a P320 M18. M18. Currently has a black bottom mag on it. I do have the original tan one. I think it's in the safe or in the case. It might be in its case. M110. 110. I forget what that is. Something military, I take it. I have to type my story in sections, not a whole story. Oh, I understand. And you could only go so far because they only limit you to what? Like 5 paragraphs or 5 lines or something? SVD. Oh, I keep forgetting what an SVD stands for. I'm sorry, guys. I keep forgetting what an SVD stands for. Yeah, you got a P320. Yeah, we do. And $1,000. There you go. I would say that would be one of my favorite too for definitely semi-automatics. It was kind of ahead of its time because the other military was still running bolt actions. Just found a 2004 tracker for 4K, totally rebuilt. There you go. And I take it before drive, right? Sure says, if you put airsoft BBs in a regular BB gun, would it be considered an airsoft gun? No, because, well, for one, it wouldn't fit. That's what I should say right off. They're a bigger caliber, and I think they do that on purpose so you can't interchange them. The SVD is Russian. Okay. Yeah, I think you're probably right. Oh boy, sorry guys, I'm yawning again. M110 is rifle chambered in substitute 51 NATO. Okay, so a little bit lower power than the 308. It's the military version. What's weird is the military version of the 223, which is the 556, is actually hotter. Yeah, 4x4 with high and low axle selection. Yeah, that's what I'd like. And then if you could put like a 2-inch lift on it for the suspension and maybe 2-inch body lift as well, so you could get about 4 in total, and put some like 32s on it, that'd be nice. That'd be perfect for out here in the desert. And it's just me and my dog, Skittles. Anyways, I got one of the parts and heat sink gel that came with it, and apparently I have to put in a code for the rest of the parts. Interesting. It's a semi-auto, okay. WYD. What'd you do? What do you mean, what'd you do? He was looking up a vehicle. I don't know if that's in my area, but he found a rebuilt Geo Tracker for 4K, totally rebuilt. I have a little van that I should just sell, so. Hey, David, yes, that is a mil-spec 1911 A1. It's from Springfield Armory. It's really nice. I'm going to stay till the end of the live. Okay. Perfect. No, it's in Canada. Yeah, I figured you were thinking Canada. So that would be Canadian 4K. So that would be what, like 3,500 US? What you doing? Oh, I figured it stand for what you did. What you do. Oh, excuse me, I keep yawning. I'm sorry. Let's see. Have you seen the Winchester in 1895 in 7.62 by 54R that the Russians bought in War One? I've heard of it, but it's kind of a rare gun, isn't it, Lane? I'm glad that finally came through. Earlier you typed something in and I think it got deleted.
Them YouTube AI garbage.
I think I've heard of it. I think someone else talked about it one other time, and I was like, wow, I never knew they made a Winchester for Russia. Tuesday, nobody's home. Delivery driver comes by and still got no parts. Wednesday rolls around and waited till 10 o'clock at night. Got a message from Amazon saying, oops, ran into an issue. Well, I had one from Amazon the other day say I ran into an issue. It said it wasn't deliverable, but yet I just got a picture before that they sent of it next to the fence that said it was delivered. And then I got another message saying that it couldn't be delivered. And then it said, make sure your dogs, this, that, and the other is all accessible. If you had dogs or animals out or a gate code or whatever. Hey, what's up, Guns and Gaming? Appreciate you showing up, man. Guys, shout out to Guns and Gaming. Go check him out. Give him a jingle on his channel. So yeah, like makes no sense. And then other times it'll say it's delivered, and it's like, where's it at? And then it doesn't come until the next day or the next, even though it said it was delivered. Super rare. My grandpa had one. Wow. It would be 2857. Oh, even less than I was thinking. Flipkart delivery is worse. Flipkart. I've never heard of that one. I don't think so. I had the same problem with Amazon. Yeah, it's Amazon. It's crazy. But yeah, he's telling us a story right now about Amazon. Tanis is getting snip bits here and there. Ooh, Pistol Pete World just got live. Don't go over there. Not yet. Hey, thanks for that subscribe. Whoever just gave us one. Do you have any drones? I don't. They're very good for hiking and hunting. Although for hunting it might scare away the deer, but hiking is definitely good for. Like and subscribe, says Freedom EDC. We're going to pin that one and put a new one up. Xfinity put the other one up. Thursday rolls around. I look outside and there is an Amazon truck sitting outside of my house, and the driver, who a blonde ponytail woman, gets out and her seat, looks through her clipboard and gets her seat and drives off. It didn't drop anything off, and you're literally right there? It's not like a hard place to find, is it? I know like some addresses, they don't understand how to deliver to a certain spot, and so... But if you'd had Amazon already, it makes no sense. If you've been shipping with Amazon, they would know your route. UPS or USPS. My main hunting rifles, I have 30-06, 270, 308, 30-30. Those would be the four main ones, I guess. I'm not sure if it actually is Russell. I don't know if it's Amazon that's being dumb, or if it's just their system or the people. Who knows? All right, Tanis says, not even 10 minutes later, I got a message saying, oops, ran into an issue. You have to try again tomorrow. And you're like, there was no issue. I was literally, you right outside my gate. Well, Pistol Pete I watch occasionally. However, it's mostly all too new, and I'm more collectibles. He does have a lot of new stuff. Pretty much all of it. Abrito says, I don't know if it count, but my favorite military-style gun would be the Nightmare with an extended mag. What's the Nightmare? I'm trying to remember what that is. It kind of rings a bell way back in the boonies. Nowadays, drones are used in large scale on battle. Oh, that type of drone. Yeah, you're right. They would do that too. I was thinking more of for my content. You're right, Steve. Like the Predator drone, which they have them around here. I see them flying around since I'm near a base, an army base. Trigger says, sometimes I use my mom's old Iraq War desert camo for hunting on the riverbank with my Aunt Texas. You know what I think's pretty funny? They say deer are colorblind, so why then do we wear camo? My thoughts is because guess what?
You look cool.
Right?
It makes you look cool, like you mean business.
Because then a lot of states require a certain amount of fluorescent orange on top of your camo so you can be seen by other hunters. It's interesting. Let's see here. It's a 300 mag pistol. The Nightmare 300 mag pistol. Wow. Oh. I think I know. Doesn't Kentucky Ballistics have one, Abarito? I think Kentucky Ballistics has one, doesn't he? And it's considered a pistol because the barrel is so short. We have where Blaze Orange. I had them. Okay, yeah. We don't require that here, thankfully. Probably because we're not so saturated in a small area or hunting. Ken I is taking a nap and waking up to noise. Yes, he has one. That's what I thought. Maybe I don't know why. I think Kentucky Ballistics has one. He has a 300 Win Mag AR style pistol looking thingy. Let's see, I finally got the parts on Friday, and the story does not end there. Before I bought the parts, my father sent me a list of what parts that are compatible and bought them. He didn't research the parts. Hey, what's up, Pez? Join back because I can't sleep. Okay, Sky, there you go. You just were like, I can't sleep. Oh, wait, maybe I should be on Jerome's Live. Oh, I need to sleep. No, I gotta be on Jerome's Live. No, I gotta sleep. Forget it. Let's just go on Jerome's Live. Worldwide! Just got my TX22 waiting on FRT. We're gonna be getting one too, buddy. Hey, what's up, War Historian? Today we're talking about military bolt action and military guns. That's why we have some bolt actions out of the military I have. We have the 8mm Turkish, the 303 Lee Enfield, and the 7.62 by 54R. And then more current would be the 1911 is an old style, but it's a new one. The M18 from the 60s to the 80s. They have the Makarov and the Tukarov of the Cold War. Anywho, where do you get those curtains from? Annie's on Amazon to see if they were good or not. There you go. Which caused me to waste $200 on bad motherboards. Send it back then. If they're bad, send them back. You saw the Ruins Discovery video. Interesting. Yeah, I posted 2 of them. I might want to re-edit those and make them like with my normal little entry with my emblem and some music and then end it off. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, you know. Okay. Yeah. What are you hunting deer this year? Because it's my first hunt using my own gun, so I used my Tika 300 Win Mag. So 300 Wig Mag's pretty heavy for a deer. I just got done, Abarito, with my hunt. There was no buck in sight. I was using my 30-30 because there was literally brush all around, like 100 yards out and close range brush. So, do I drink? I do not. Yeah, I would definitely return that, Chanis. Wiloho. Oh, I'm sorry. I was calling Abarito. That's another one. Don't not streaming. I'll be right back. I'll be streaming for a little while yet. There's another one I thought was that same channel emblem that was Abarito. Thanks for correcting that, buddy. It's YouTube. They've been messing up half the channels. They use the channel name, half they use the channel handle. Mine's the channel handle, so some of them I just don't remember. I'm sorry about that, buddy. Wiloho. Anyways, I need something else to drink again. Apple juice, by the way, is what I got. Have you ever used a throwable? Throwable? Clarify that, buddy? I'm not sure what that is. So Zelensky stepped down. Zelensky. Isn't he the one from Ukraine, right? Got an 8 point. It was my first time using a muzzleloader. Nice, Worldwide. That is nice. Yeah, what's a throwable? Do you mind clarifying? I want to learn too, buddy. Yeah, that's what I thought, Ukraine. Have you ever used a throwable? Can you count to 10 in Spanish? Yeah, I could. I spent, no joke, almost a K on this PC. It's not even funny, and my father made waste 200 on a bad motherboard, so I had to spend 300 on the motherboard that was actually right. A 300 mag is too big, so I'll probably put a Tactical 308 scope with a thick barrel. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 300 would be good for elk. moose, caribou. Yeah, that's a big round, dude. That's a little smaller than my 338 Lapua. Throwables like smoke grenades or stun grenades. No, I haven't. Okay, that what they be called? No, I don't. I've never tried that. Uh, green smoke, green smoke tactical or something like that. He makes his own 37 um, smoke bombs and stuff. And he said if I ever buy one, he'd make some for me just for the channel to set out. My Winchester 6322 super speed firing pin went out. Where you think the best place to get new ones? How old is it? What's the year it's made? Because you can get firing spins from Numerix, Numerix, Numich something, Numerix or something like that. Numerix, I think it's called, or Apex Parts. Honestly, eBay. Check eBay too. I need to find a firing pin for my 1901 lever action shotgun. It's a 10 gauge. The guy sold it to the pawn shop, never told him it was broke. They sell it to me, and they didn't know it was broke. I got to fire it, and the pin's missing. Then my power supply explodes. I'm done building PC, man. Oh, Tanis, sorry about that. I'm sending you TW25BJ. Yeah, Numerix or something like that. It's called Numerix. That one would be the best, I think. There's another one called Gun Parts something. I forget. What's a TW25BJ? Waloho, why would you put a Canadian flag on it? LOL, Canada sucks. I will send you one. Let's see. TW25B synthetic grease significantly reduces friction and wear on all working parts, penetrates metal surfaces, and leaving a semi-dry film coating for smooth function, extended life, or metal. Oh, that sounds nice, Xfinity. Thank you. Let's see. Do you know what this is? Oh, the tan pistol is an M18 SIG. Pez. What's my email? I don't have it up there today. I haven't actually had it up there. Well, I don't know if I've ever had my email up there. I had my PayPal one time, which is fairly similar to my email. Actually, on my hunt, by the way, guys, I got hacked. My PayPal account, someone got into it somehow and was changing stuff. And so I deleted it and restricted access, took them away and reported it. Canada's half filled with Indians. Yep. If there was someone to blame, I would say my father because he is the one that sent the list of parts and not do any research to see if the parts were good or not. That's true, but if a motherboard's totally bad, that would be manufacturing issue, not your dad's fault because he didn't pick the bad board, as in like if it was totally shot or whatever. MJ Steve, yep, we're Turbinsville. Let's see here. Do you know what this is? Oh, that's Morse code. I do not know Morse code, unfortunately. ASRock. The brand of the motherboard is ASRock. Yeah, trigger finger. I don't know Morse code, unfortunately. Let's see. We got dot dot backslash dot 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 dash dash dot 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 dash dot dash dot 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 dash dot. Yeah, I don't know what that says. Do I have a P.O. box? I do not. Someone was suggesting maybe I should get a P.O. box for fan mail. It's just another expense, I guess. What's Turbinsville? Sounds like a place that people wear turbines, or they have turbines as in air turbines or wind turbines. Yeah. It says subscribe to our channel. Which does? Oh, is that what that says? Oh, gotcha. Don't buy AirRock motherboards, people. It will bend you over. Let's see, Russell Clausen, because I'm from Canada, but I'm an American Canadian and not Indian France Canadian. There you go. Yeah, you gotta clarify that. He like, I know none French Indian in me. No, I like American Canadian better. It's way better. You Punjabi, would you like up to digital platform? Is your Google listing having problems? Dial 1-800, we can help. That way we can help you right away. Thank you, come again. I do my best impressions of a Punjabi. We got Punjabis all over the place in where I was at in Cali because they owned like every 7-Eleven, every Valero. Oh, they owned all sorts of stuff. Tuk, tuk, tuk. If you have a business address, there's no use for a P.O. Box yet. My wife says P.O. Box is more secure. Well, my business address is actually the same as my personal address because I work out of my van. Yes, that is a Turkish Mauser in the back, 8mm, from 1938. Yes, Punjabi, they came here and try to change our country. They've been trying to do that everywhere. Tennises, but everything all good now. I'm new PC finally working. I even talked to you on it. There you go. Like and subscribe, please. Boom boom. Might go to bed. It's 21:44. Dude, yeah, it's 8:46 where I'm at. I probably will close the live soon because we already did a 2 hour. I did an hour and 20 minute this afternoon morning, and then we've been an hour and a minute here. So just because caught my attention from the screen before this one. Good job, man. Thank you, Jacob. Appreciate for that subscription, man. We also do mine exploring and cave exploring and stuff like that, hiking. Was it made in 38 or rechambered in 38? It's made in 1938. It's chambered in 8mm Mauser, but it's made in 1938. It's a Turkish Mauser. Thanks, Jacob. Appreciate you, man. No, I'm in southern Arizona. I'm not from Colorado. Have a good night. Talk to you later. See you, Tanis. Thank you. Yep, perfect. Sounds like my kind of channel. Thank you. Thank you. It's 10:45 at my house. Okay, yeah, we're 8:45, 47. Yep, perfect. Sound like my kind of channel, but I should be back. 99 plus missed calls from United States Park. Yeah, that's what you mentioned earlier, too. Let's see. Sky, I won't be on here much longer, though. When next giveaway? Definitely when we hit 10K. But at this rate, we won't get there until next year, unfortunately. My channel was growing so much, I figured I could grow 3,000 a month. And I would have been at probably 15K by now, but no. By the way, thanks for subscribing to my channel. You're welcome, Tennessee. You're welcome. Gaudette is from Vancouver, Canada. Vancouver, Canada. Yeah, it's slowed down too. We only got 12 people in the chat, so. Ypers. 9:45 where you're at. Okay, so you're an hour ahead of me. Okay, so Triggered Sky. Oh. And Jack. Jack Nullis is in the same area time zone. Hey, Tennessee Tackle, I would check out your channel, bro. Yeah, guys, anybody, shout out your channel. I have no problem people sharing back and forth. Vancouver. They should understand that if they live in a foreign country, they should maintain some civil sense in Canada. Yeah, right. AT, you must be over there in the West Coast then. You're an hour behind now. Yes, sir. 300 mag is big for deer, but not for coyote when they eat chicken. I know, right? So Willoho, my parents have had a coyote came in and killed one of my mom's favorite chickens. And I keep needing to go over there with a 338 Lapua and killing that booger. Just offing that coyote with that thing. That thing would just kaboomy. Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't make it to your little giveaway. No worries, Brentley Walker. What was that? Almost a week ago now. One of the guys were actually in here that won both, but he's like, I only want the earmuffs, so you can put the range bag back in. So it went through like 3 or 4 spins because people weren't answering or not in, and so then that went to Shadow Band, which I haven't seen him in. I need to message him. because I'm waiting for the stickers to come in yet. By the 19th, they're coming in. You would obliterate the cow. Yeah, I know, right? I would put in my hunting rounds that I loaded myself in it because they have a soft point. These right here, put those in it. Shoot those things at a coyote. Do some content on that. It made me wish I had a videoing scope. That would be cool. Something took my mother's favorite duck last night, but we know it wasn't a coyote. Neighbor, they wanted some duck soup, duck roast. Thanks for that subscription, guys. What did your rifle load for hunt? So I went with the 30-30 because I was so close to a lot of wooded area, but I also did bring the 270 and the 308 just in case. But it was really wooded, so I used the 30-30 is what I used. And my TTI Canet Combat on my right hip, it's a 9mm. That's what we had for our loadout this last time, so. Scope cam, yeah, there you go, yeah. Or like a night thermal, although we can't, I don't think we can hunt much at night here in Arizona. You used to be able to do coons, but I don't know about anything else. I need to do some research on that. At China, they love Peking duck. Yeah, right. I think I would like duck too. I think I've had duck eggs, but I'm trying to think if I've ever had duck meat. Oh, excuse me. Anyways, guys, only 4 of you in here. You ever used the NVG night vision goggles? Is that what you mean? No. Be kind of cool. Trigger says, what kind of camo do you recommend for hunting in snowy Wisconsin? Oh, you would think I'd know because my mom grew up there. The thing is, you still have to wear a certain amount of orange over there in the snow. Don't they have a types of winter camo? Like for here, I got Kings and I got Desert Shadow because it blends in with most desert content as well as the other scenery with the mountains. It's called King's Desert Shadow. But for what you got, I would get something that's like some whiteout or something with the blue and grays with white. I don't know. You like Peking ducks and the eggs. There you go. The Filipinos eat. Yeah, that's the one that really gets me. Bye, I need sleep. See you, Weloho. Thank you so much for coming by. HE says it pulled it through the fence, left nothing but feathers. If it was a coyote, would have dug under the fence. That was more like a coon, a badger, some type of weasel family thing. It sounds like H.E. Smith. Yeah, those half duck eggs are weird. Yeah, crunchy. Yeah. Well, guys, I think I'm going to call it a night. Only 4 of y'all in here, and we've been on an hour and 7 and already had the 2 hours, so. Appreciate y'all coming to Desert Army more. As you can tell, I need a haircut. I even tried combing my hair before the live, and I need a beard trim. Appreciate y'all coming to Desert Armory and more. We're hoping to get you some more content coming up here soon from our hike/hunt, whatever you want to call it. And hopefully we can do some more gun content for you. We've been a little slow on that. We need to get some more of that out for you. So appreciate y'all showing up. Thank you all for those subscriptions. It's kind of weird. It only shows 1 person in here, but I know there's more than that. If you have a type of snow camo like early winter and midwinter. There you go. All right, guys. Remember when life gives you lemons? Instead of making lemonade, trust God in those times of uncertainties and ask Him for help, and He will shine light on your pathway. Remember as well that through Jesus Christ is the way to salvation. Thank you all, and you have a blessed night. Desert Armory More is out. Till next time, folks.